Hey everybody, welcome back. We're back again with Big Brother. We're on season 24, episode 5. All right. Last time we had Paloma going home because she couldn't sleep and she was a nervous wreck. Not saying she was on coke, but anyways, she's gone and she started an alliance. The first big alliance, well, not the first. She started both big alliances. She started the All Girls Alliance, which is also 6. She started a separate 6 apart from that, and it was her, Amira, and who was the other girl? Alyssa. So those were the 3 girls and 3 guys. Monty, Kyle, and Michael was the 3 guys. So that's her separate 6 alliance. And she also had a 6-person alliance with the girls as well, minus 2 girls, which was Taylor and Nicole, right? So she started those alliances and now she went home. All right. She went home and instead of having the whole twist with the backstage pass, they went straight to HOH. So it was a 2-part HOH competition. The first part was an obstacle course, obviously, and the people that made it through the obstacle course was Jasmine, Kyle, Monty, Taylor, who else? Michael, and I think that was it. There may be one more person that I'm forgetting, but that's all I can remember at the moment. But during the competition, it was 2 big girls against each other. Coincidence, I don't know. Jasmine being one and Brittany being the other one. And of course, Jasmine won because Brittany's bottom heavy and she's top heavy. I'm just assuming. But she also sprained her ankle. I don't know how. She must have put too much weight on it. Anyways, but she still made it through the first part of the competition, and now she's moving on to the second part. All right. All right. So obviously people are nervous. There's Daniel, who was HOH last time. He's nervous because all 3 of the people that he put up on the block didn't go home. It was Paloma that ended up going home. Taylor's gunning for the HOH because the whole house kind of wanted, not the whole house, but it seems like it was the whole house wanting her out of the game. So now she's gunning for it. And people are nervous that she might be going for it. The girls are nervous that she might be going for it. And the guys are nervous that she might be going for it. She seems to be on this whole all girls trip now because I think she was trying to form an alliance with Monty, and the way things went out, where he sort of betrayed her and turned against her like that. Now she's on the whole all girls trip now. She's just like, because Alyssa, who was number 1 with Paloma, who also wants her out, but she doesn't really know that. Alyssa is playing a very Paloma type game where she's making her feel comfortable, even though that's the main girl that she wants out and she doesn't want her to win. And before Alyssa did that, Taylor wanted to get rid of her. But now Taylor, who has no depth of knowledge of how people move, thinks that Alyssa is very supportive and is there for her, and now she wants to do the whole all girls thing, which is a brilliant move by Alyssa, terrible move by Taylor. Again, she's just socially unaware. I don't know why, but it's probably because she did pageants and all that stuff. She's probably a weird girl before that, and then she did pageants and her head just went through the stratosphere. So it happens. You can see Jasmine there with her sprained ankle. Yeah, it happens. Right. So that's happened. So we can probably skip a lot of this stuff and just go straight to the second part of the HOH competition. because they do a lot of talking, not much strategizing as they do. All right. The second part of the competition is pie eating. All right. So it's a bunch of true or false questions. And in order to answer those questions, they have to eat through a pie or just mush it around and move it around and get to the bottom where there's going to be either a T or an F. And T is for true, F is for false, obviously, to answer the question. All right. The first part is going to eliminate 2 people. And the second part, I think, also eliminates 2 people. Oh, hold on. Hold on. All right, so there's, you can see, these are the players. I think that's Jasmine at the end there. Michael, no, that's not Michael. Jasmine, I don't remember that guy's name. That's probably why I didn't mention his name. So Jasmine, whatever his name is, Michael, Kyle, Monty, Amira, and Taylor. So these are 2, 4, 6, 7 people. So the first round is going to eliminate 2 people. All right, and the 2 people getting eliminated from the first round was Monty and Kyle. All right, so they're out. The second round is going to eliminate another 2 people, and those 2 people was this guy and Amira was eliminated on the second round. Was it only 2 people? I think no. I think the second round eliminated 3 people. So it was this guy, Amira, and Taylor got eliminated on the second round. And the third round was just, no. The second round eliminated this guy and Taylor. And then the third round was these 3. It was Amira, Michael, and Jasmine. And after the third round, 1 person was eliminated, and it was Amira. And then it became a showdown between Michael and Jasmine, and Jasmine won, becoming HOH. Surprisingly, she won a pie eating contest. Anyways, so Jasmine is now HOH. And Jasmine wants to get rid of Taylor. Taylor feels comfortable with Jasmine. Like I said, she's very socially unaware, because she thinks her and Jasmine has a good relationship. All right, and Pooch, who was the backstage boss for the first week, who was safe, decided to volunteer himself for the block. He decided to volunteer to go on the block. One of the biggest mistakes you can make in Big Brother. So he volunteered to go on the block, and he also volunteered Brittany to be on the block with him. All right, and he went around the house telling everybody that he's volunteering to be on the block in order to backdoor Taylor. It's very stupid. And then the 6-person alliance of Amira, Nicole, Alyssa, Kyle, Monty, and Michael decided that if he's going to volunteer himself on the block, and he was one of their targets anyways, well, mostly the targets of the girls, then why not send him home? And if he manages to save himself, then they can just send Taylor home. All right. Jasmine is very okay with the idea that someone's volunteering for the block. And then Taylor decided to go talk to her. And Taylor was like, well, I understand if you're going to use me as a pawn. And Jasmine just started shaking her head. She was like, yeah. Taylor was like, okay, well, as long as I'm a pawn and you're good with me and whatever. So now she has 2 volunteers for the block. She has Taylor and she has Pooch for the block, which makes it pretty easy for her. But yet she's still nervous about being HOH. I just don't understand. Well, I do understand, because she just crippled herself and she could be making enemies. and she can't compete next week for HOH. So it's a good time for her to form alliances. But instead of doing that, well, you know, she can't move around much because of her leg. But instead of doing the whole alliance thing, she's pretty much just trying to find a safe way to get through the HOH, which is just ridiculous. And she also asked Michael to throw the competition to her. Michael didn't do that. She won fair and square, but she still asked him to do that with no plan in mind of what she's going to do when she's HOH, which is crazy to me. She did it because she wanted safety. No one was targeting her, but she wanted safety. Anyways, then we have Terrence, who was on the block before as a pawn, and he's saying, "Oh, thank you, whatever. I have a second chance in this game, and I'm gonna go hard now. I'm gonna kill it." I was like, no one expect anything from you. No one. You're the oldest. You're the fattest. Like, you're not gonna do anything, sir. Just sit down and wait till get eliminated. Like, stop it. And he's not very strategic and doesn't understand the game that well. He's not making alliances. He's not talking game with anybody. Like, you're useless. You're just direct decoration at this point. But anyways, that is happening. And in the end, Jasmine did the safe thing, and she put up Taylor and Pooch on the block. So when she gave her speech as to why she did that, she said because, she said for Taylor, she said because they, the first week they slept right next to each other in the bed, and Taylor never talked game with her, which makes sense. And also, why did Taylor feel safe with her and she didn't talk game with her? Just like the absolute asinine reasoning. And with Pooch, she said because he was safe because of the backstage pass thing, and she wants him to like fight for his game in this for his game or whatever. It's just good enough of a speech to let him think that he's still a pawn like he planned. And you can see these are the two people on the block, Pooch and Taylor. And of course, Pooch is not happy with the fact that Taylor is on the block because he wanted to do the whole pawn thing in order to backdoor her. And now that she's on the block, he's still not aware of the fact that people are turning against him. But he thinks it's kind of dumb, but he's gonna go, he thinks he's gonna win the veto anyways. So, or he's gonna be safe, which is dumb. Dumb. He's a dummy. But that's episode 5. We'll see what happens with veto. Till next time.